Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for October 2022. We're going to jump right in here, Sag, and we are going to look at your general energies in this first row right here. Then we're going to look at anything unexpected that could be coming in for you in the second row here. I love this card, this Yang energy card. I love this card too, but we're just going to look at the unexpected right here. We're going to look at the good stuff that could be coming in for you. Look at that. You have the October card in this row, so that's nice. But we're going to look at anything positive that could be coming in for you. And again, it doesn't matter what shows up here. It's going to be positive no matter what. We're also going to pull 5 main themes. And damn, Sag, this is amazing. This is a really good reading for you, but we're going to pull 5 main themes. We're also going to pull 3 yes, no, maybe question cards at the end. You start off with this open to discovery card. Again, definitely like a major collective energy that I feel right here, not just you, but it's coming up for you, so it's super important for you. What I would say is I would look into anything that makes you curious. Again, we have a lot of retrograde energy at the end of the year here. Even, it's kind of funny because, I think we're getting screwed because basically at the end of the year, at the end of December, Mercury goes retrograde again. So, it's like just when the Mars retrograde is kind of thinking about starting to come to an end, even though it doesn't come to an end until January. But still, it's like we don't really escape the retrograde energy until into the new year, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, I think it's giving us a lot of time to kind of get curious, to look into things that interest us, to look into things that make us curious or things that we want to learn about, to go on new mental adventures as well. And that's what I'd be doing if I were you. You have the 5 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the 2 of Pentacles. I really feel like no limits is what I'm getting on this 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles can represent feeling left out in the cold, and of course some of you could be feeling that. But what I would say here that's more important is that this can represent an energy of needing to make sure that you don't call attention to your weaknesses. 5 of Pentacles represents needing to focus on your strengths. Normally there's a guy who has a bell around his neck on the 5 of Pentacles. He represents a leper, and back in the day, lepers had to wear bells around their necks so people would know when they were coming down the street. So this card kind of says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. I feel like you need to focus on your strengths. Ace of Swords, focus on your strengths as well. Ace of Swords is a card of victory. You end with this card, this V for victory card, so clearly there could be some sort of victory coming in for you here. She's also holding a key in this deck, not a sword. And you also end with this key card. It's a successful outcome to a problem. So there you go. If you're feeling lack in any area of your life with the 5 of Pentacles, I feel there's clearly a victory or a solution coming in for you. You have the 2 of Pentacles as well. Super important that you balance things out. Again, pretty much everyone has had a card of balance of some sort, like this card, the Temperance card, something similar. So again, I would make sure that, work hard, play hard, as I always say with the 2 of Pentacles. If you're playing too much, make sure to work. If you're working too much, make sure to play, right? Make sure to balance out your health. I kind of feel like you could be spinning a lot of plates at the end of the year here, which I feel like a lot of people are. And I would just say, make sure to, balance out your energy, especially if you're like giving to a lot of situations as well. I kind of feel here that not just this month, but the end of this year here, you could be giving to a lot of people, like family, friends, lovers, pretty much everything. And I feel this is kind of like saying, make sure to like take some time for yourself, right? I feel like that's going to be very important for you. With the 5 of Pentacles, you have this manipulation card here. Again, I would be careful of being manipulated. Again, if people are poking your wounds, I would be careful of that energy with this manipulation card. This is actually kind of a good card, though, Sag. It can represent the manipulation of energy. It's like an as above, so below card. There's stars here and stars right here on the crown or the hat, whatever this is. And so it can be a card that says, again, if you're focusing on the negative, you're going to get the negative. If you focus on the positive, you're going to get the positive. So it kind of asks you to manipulate the energy to make sure that you focus on the positive. With the Ace of Swords, you have the originality card. A lot of this Aquarius energy coming out in readings as well. You're probably all sick and tired of hearing me say it, but, I've been talking about this a lot because we're entering into the age of Aquarius, whatever you want to call it. And I believe that, really, again, original ideas are kind of coming back. And if you have any original ideas, even just in your personal life, there's going to be a lot of success with those ideas. The Age of Aquarius, I think, is also encouraging us to be our own little star, to be original, to come up with our own thoughts and do the things that we want to do, not that what other people want to do. If you do that, you're going to be in the right energy and you're just going to be having more victories. So that's what I'd be doing here. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the companionship card. There could be love coming in for you. I kind of feel, I mean, you have this card and the Lovers right next to it. Then you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands kind of tells me that it could be coming in the future. Maybe it's not here yet. The other thing I would say is that the Two of Pentacles kind of says that you have to make time for it. That's what I'm getting intuitively. So it's like it's available to you, but you have to be the one to maybe make time for it. It could be another person. Take how it resonates, but I feel if you want love, I would say then you're gonna have to maybe make it a priority in your life, or more of a priority. I'm not saying love should be a priority, but again, I'm just saying if you want it, I would put more time, effort, and energy into getting it, is what that's saying to me. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this Yang energy card, passion. This card reminds me of the Ace of Wands. So I feel there could be something coming in for you that you're going to be very passionate and excited about in your life. It's also kind of like just getting started and putting energy into something. So if you're developing any like passion projects, any business ideas, or even new relationships, I feel this could be very good for you. You have the Moon, the Strength card, and the Lovers showing up here. I am kind of getting Gemini, funny enough, popping into my head. So if it's love, it could be a Gemini that's coming in for you. Take it how it resonates. It could be any sign. But I do feel it could be that this could be love coming in for you. I kind of feel in the future, you have that Three of Wands next to it. Again, it doesn't look like this is something you're rushing right into. And I really don't think there's anything wrong with that, of course. So, take your time. For pretty much all of you, though, the Lovers was traditionally a card of being at a crossroads, having a choice to make. It was not traditionally like a love card. Again, it was more about making a decision. And so how do you decide to make the decision with a love card, with the Lovers, I should say. It was originally called love, but even before that. But what I would say here is that we have to kind of like trust our morals, our ethics, our values, and the things that matter to us, So and that's different for all of us. And these people, they make their choices based off their values. So again, if you're at a crossroads, if you're having a difficult decision to make in your life, in any area of your life, it says, what are your values, or what do you value? What future experience would you value the most, right? And if you make a decision from that place, then you're going to be making the right decision, plain and simple. Next, you have the Strength card. Again, I feel like you've been very patient for I just feel like you've been waiting for pretty much everything in your life. But I feel like you've become very strong. This lion is submitting to her. And the lion kind of represents her inner critic, her inner voice, her inner demons, like all those things. And the lion is submitting to her. So it's like, she has had to work on taming that lion for pretty much every single day. And she knows that it's something she has to do every single day. So I kind of feel like you're taming your inner demons here. You have the Moon card. The moon can represent illusions, fantasies, secrets, things like that. But I always say the moon does not say stop. To me, the most important part of the moon is that we continue on a journey and we see something through to the end. Normally, there are some mountains in the background of the moon, and there's a path straight down the moon, and it basically says, like, stay on your path. Don't get off your path. Keep moving forward. You're going to be successful. So that's what I'll say there. I do feel like there could be something, like, I do feel there could be a secret coming out, but I feel like it's like a secret admirer. So I do feel that energy here where someone could be revealing to you that that they're interested in you. It could be an earth sign as well, I'm getting just intuitively, or it could be someone who has a lot of earth in their chart. Again, I'm feeling that. And what I would say here is that, again, the secret could be coming out. You could be revealing a secret to someone as well. Again, take it how it resonates. But let's see here. With the moon, you have the patience card. Every single person, like, it's crazy that, I said to someone else too that in the 2022 readings, I even did 2022 love readings as well. And in those readings, I was saying that I thought the end of this year was going to be amazing for love for the most part, even though we have all the retrogrades, right? And again, every single person has had crazy love readings at the end of the year, which I don't even do love readings. I do whatever comes up readings. Sometimes it's love, right? But everybody has had cards of needing to be patient as well. And again, it's probably the retrograde energy. So a lot of us could be attracting love or meeting new people, but maybe just we have to like take our time. So I would be patient with that card. I also feel like this is saying don't give up on something that you're working on. Like if you're working on a project or business, a side project, a side hustle, and if it's not working out, I feel like that is saying, no, don't stop, keep going. You just haven't figured it out yet. Those are the words that are popping into my head. So I feel like you need to keep going because there's going to be abundance coming in from it. With the Strength card, here you go. You have this practicality card. So I feel like this is saying that, again, if you're thinking about giving up on like a side hustle or side project, I think, intuitively I'm feeling that things are not in order. Those are the words that are popping into my head. I don't really have any good examples for you other than like when I was younger, like I had dyslexia in school and stuff like that. I remember I used to read things and like I would miss like entire sections of stuff that I was reading. So like I'm one of those people, I have to like read things 20 times over before it actually sinks into my brain, right? Half the time I have to listen to Audible books, and I have to listen to the Audible books about 20 times over because then it really sinks in. But I kind of feel that energy where if something isn't working out, like a business or side business, I feel like maybe something was skipped over. I get that feeling. Or maybe you just missed something. So I feel like going back in order and going over the order in kind of putting things in order would be very helpful for you. I hope that makes sense. With the Lovers, and by the way, I was saying Earth, both of these cards, Jupiter in Virgo and Moon in Virgo. So could be a Virgo coming in for you. With the Lovers, you have this generosity card. I feel like you could be attracting someone who's extremely generous, who's very giving, who's very loving, and I feel like you will want to be the same way with them. The interesting thing is that word is being like underlined in my head, that you will want to be generous with this person. It's like you just want to. You actually want to. So I don't know. That could be a good thing is what I would say there. Love it. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this October card. Obviously, we're in October. Or will be in October if you're watching this video early. And you also have this funnel card. It says, period of frustrations, lessons to be learned. Again, this is the area of the good stuff, so it doesn't matter what comes up here. It's going to be positive no matter what. But it looks to me like you're actually getting over the frustrations. It's kind of funny as well that pretty much every single person has had a card of focus. When you think about a funnel, it's like energy is getting focused down into the funnel. So I feel like if you are feeling frustrated, that focusing on like one thing at a time would be a good idea for you with this energy. It'll probably help you clear things up faster, get things moving forward faster, or something like that is what I'm getting off of that card. You have the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Wands here. Again, I feel like you are leaving frustration behind. Like I said, this is the area of the good stuff, so it's going to be positive no matter what. And I feel like you're being set free here with the Eight of Swords. You could see the wings on this person. It's almost like you're being set free. That's the best way. I don't know what else to say. I feel like you're just kind of realizing that you're not in a prison. The other thing is that's really funny, just like it popped into my head out of nowhere, is that if you're going through a breakup and you're sad about it, Sag, I almost get this feeling that like all of a sudden you're just kind of not feeling sad about it anymore. I feel like you'll have your moments where you're kind of like sad and worrying about it, but I feel like you're starting to see this person for who they were. It's like your emotions aren't as attached. That's what I'm getting intuitively on this Eight of Swords, or you're starting to maybe remove yourself emotionally. And again, I feel like this is a good thing because it's just going to lead to bigger and better things. You have the Seven of Cups as well. And again, as far as the good stuff is concerned, I actually love this Seven of Cups. You can see that she's pointing to one thing right here, this one star. So again, it says that you will be focusing on one thing. The Seven of Cups, there are good things and bad things in the cups on the Seven of Cups, right? But, it's like you get to choose what you want. Again, don't call attention to your weaknesses, Five of Pentacles. Focus on exactly what you do want, not on what you don't want. And I feel if you do that, you will be very, very successful. I'm also kind of getting a weird message about, like, again, if you've gone through a breakup recently or in the recent past, I feel they're dealing with a person who just, it's like I feel like they are their own worst enemy. I feel like they created the breakup in their head in the first place before it even happened. It's like just a person who does that. So, I don't know if that's going to help you move on or maybe help you see things, but that's kind of how it's popping into my head. I don't know. You have the Three of Wands here, card of expansion. Definitely a good time to be expanding into new places. Again, I've been talking about this forever, how I personally believe that we're in this time of great expansion, that we are in a time where the universe is expanding and the universe is encouraging us to expand with the universe. The universe is like saying, hey, expand with me, grow with me, make things happen with me. And that's kind of like what I feel here. I feel like we're kind of expanding with the universe. We're growing with the universe and all this other stuff. And we need to do that. I also feel that you're taking action on something. I'm not exactly sure what you're taking action on, but you have that Yang energy card. The Three of Wands normally would represent waiting for the perfect moment when there never is a perfect moment. But it's coming up in the area of the good stuff. And you have this V for victory card, the star. You have this key card, even this cobweb card. These are all positive cards at the end. So I feel like you're taking advantage of something. You cannot make this stuff up. With the Eight of Swords, you have this order card. This is Moon in Virgo. And like I was saying, I felt earlier that something needs to be put in order. Remember with that patience and the practicality card? That's basically what I was getting off of those two cards. So this Virgo energy, there could be a Virgo coming in for you, and it might not be love. It might just be a helper, someone who helps you, like a mentor, a guide, a friend. Maybe there's someone you look up to that's a Virgo. Who knows? Could be like a parent. And I would say that a Virgo might be very helpful for you. And if it's not a Virgo, Again, I feel like you're just putting order, or you're going, but again, I keep getting this thing about skipping over something. Really, I just get the feeling that if something hasn't been working out for you that you want to work, whatever it is, doesn't matter. It could be love, business, spirituality, health, no matter what, whatever it is, I feel like you skipped over something and it just needs to be gone back over, like me, where I have to go back over everything in my life, right? With the Seven of Cups, you have the Endurance card. Don't give up. I said this earlier. I feel like you need to see something through to the end. Keep pushing. You will be successful. I really feel you're being rewarded for your endurance as well, is what I'm getting here. Like, if you always stay in relationships until the end and, people are leaving you all the time, or if you're always giving things your all, but you're not getting what you deserve, I kind of feel the universe, of course, has seen that. And I feel like the universe is rewarding you now. It's almost as if the universe, maybe these things had to happen to you because you could handle it, right? And I kind of feel sometimes that maybe we're put in people's lives so that they can learn a lesson, right? And I don't mean like, oh, you're learning a lesson like in a bad, tough guy way or something. But again, I feel like maybe you've taught some people some lessons, and it's been very difficult for you. And I feel that you're being rewarded now for that. With the Three of Wands, you have this Domination card. I feel like, again, good stuff in this row. I feel like you're dominating something. Whatever you're moving towards with that Three of Wands, whatever you've been waiting to do that now you're taking advantage of, I feel clearly you're going to dominate. There's going to be a lot of success here, Sag. Love it. So let's talk about your 5 main themes. V for victory. So clearly some big time victories coming in for you. I would say, especially if you haven't given up on something, like I said, if you've been working towards something, and if there's something you really want that you feel like you skipped over something, this is where the victory is going to come from, I feel intuitively. So I would focus on that. You have this Star card. It says guaranteed success. Love it. Amazing. Again, as I've been saying a lot, and I'm going to continue to say it until I'm dead, probably. We're entering this energy of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. Aquarius wants everyone to be their own little star. Aquarius is the Star card. So I've been encouraging people to be bold, to be brave, to stand out on their own, to put their own ideas out into the world. If you do these things, you will stand out. You will have victories, and it is going to guarantee your success. Again, if you're marching to the beat of someone else's drummer, as I've been saying, it's not going to go well for you. Again, Aquarius wants us to have our own ideas. And even if our own ideas are someone else's ideas, it doesn't matter as long as it comes from us, right? You have this key card. It says successful outcome to your problems. So if you've been dealing with any problems, I definitely feel there are some solutions coming in for you. I also feel there could be some sort of truth that's setting you free. Again, with the Ace of Swords, she's holding that key in her hand on this Ace of Swords. And then you have the that Eight of Swords, which is like a birdcage opening. It's almost like some sort of truth could be setting you free. Someone could be telling you the truth or whatever. You have this Cobweb card. It says protected from negative forces beyond your control. There you go. You are protected this month. Again, really good month for you. I think you have the best month out of everybody, honestly. But, I feel like you are protected. I also get an energy of being orderly. Again, sometimes in my life, I notice things slow down. And one thing I always do is I'm always like, I bet there are cobwebs in my corners of my room. I always go around my house and stuff and clean out all the cobwebs because, cobwebs trap energy. So, I don't know, it's popping into my head. You might want to do it. You have this Inkpot card. It says problems to be resolved. Again, something hasn't been seen clearly. That's like my one criticism of the reading. I feel like you just maybe need to go back over something, or you skipped over something that you shouldn't have skipped over. And it's not like, like a big friggin' deal. I just think it just happens, and that's that. All right, we're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards. There's actually 2 in this first one. So these are yes, no, maybe, actually. So 1, 2, 3. And again, the reason I say yes, no, maybe is because tarot doesn't control your life. You do. You can turn a yes into a no into a yes. It's up to you. For question number 1, I would say yes. You could be dealing with a water sign here if you're looking for love. And I would say yes. I kind of feel like there's something about the perspective here with the Hangman as well. It might not be a water sign. It could be any sign. I do feel you're asking about love for most of you. Even if you're not asking about love, I feel like this is saying, what is your heart telling you to do? The Queen of Cups, she doesn't care about anything except what her feelings tell her to do. She doesn't care what her mom says, what her granddad says. She doesn't care about what the guy down the street says. What does her heart tell her to do? It doesn't matter what anyone else says. So I feel like you need to follow your heart. For question number 2, yes, definitely could be a water sign coming in for you, but also yes. For question number 3, I would say no. This is like a rushing energy, so I feel like saying no on this question. But it's a pretty good reading. I love it. Definitely the best month, I would say, out of everybody. So thank you for being here, Sag. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.